available. Ebooks and e-workbooks to mentally and emotionally prepare you to visit, repatriate, or buy land in the motherland. And the authentic handmade kente cloth I got from Kumasi, Ghana is now a home decor line made by yours truly. Get a piece of the motherland until you can visit yourself. Click the link in the description box to visit my store.
Beautiful people, another Sunday on a sunny afternoon, 12 p.m. PST weekly. What's up, folks? We already have someone taking the travel personality quiz. I love it. The link is pinned at the top of the description. No, at the top of the comment section. Folks, today, get ready. Today is about to be something special. Where are you guys tuning from? Oh, you just took the quiz. So you're the one. I looked at my phone and Slash and Burn Fitness. You just took the quiz. What'd you think about it? Did you get your results? Because after you take the quiz, you should get your results automatically. You probably didn't even read it yet because you're here. Yes. Dana Beach, Florida. Welcome. I can't wait to hear what you thought about the quiz. We got Chi-Town. We got Chi-Town in the house. We got Florida in the house. What else? What else we got in the house? Who else is up and heard? Where are you watching from? Small but mighty crew. Folks, our name came from putting in work about 2 years ago. We were small. We were only 4,000 subscribers. That was our community. And we had a huge impact, and that's where the name came from. But the name will be changing. Who knows why, right? Why, when we cross 10,000 subscribers, we're going to change our name, and we're going to vote on it as a community. And yeah, but as of now, the name, the Small but Mighty Crew. So welcome. If you're watching, if you took the quiz, if you've been around, if you're an oldie but goodie or a seasoned member, welcome. And today, if you saw the thumbnail, spiritual or emotional? First of all, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me calm down. Folks, I have so much good stuff for you. Let me go in order. Okay. Schedule. This is what you can expect today. Of course, I'm going to talk about the mission, why this channel is what it is, the objective. Right? Some of us going to get cut today, but we need to get cut. ATM in the house. Spirit versus soul. Folks, you might want to get a pen and paper. Okay? And examples. I'm going to give you examples. Of course, I'm going to use my own life to kind of break this down for a greater understanding. We're going to overview it all, and then we're going to open it up for questions and answers. But of course, I got to let you guys know, I want to say thank you. Thank you to the CashApp crew. Folks, I got an update for you guys, right? Thank you to the CashApp crew, and big thanks to my stream sponsors so far. Most of my streams get stream sponsors. If you want to be a sponsor, if you do a super chat, super thanks, or a Cash App, if you want to sponsor the stream, you can. Who else? Who popped in? Ooh, so we got to talk about this real quick. She got a 14, not to expose my survey, right? But she got a 14. What does that mean? Slash and Burn Fitness, you're bougie, okay? You're a bougie traveler. You want someone else to do the work for you. Well, guess what? I'm bougie too, right? I'd rather have someone else plan my whole vacation. Now, can I be a minimalist and go backpacking? Yes, but I'd rather be catered to. Cater to you. I'd rather be catered. Cater to me, okay? Especially if you pay for it, right? So Slash and Burn, you are a bougie traveler, and nothing is wrong with that. Okay, where was I? You got me off guard with that, but I had to talk about it because we all have different travel personalities, guys. If you know you're bougie, don't go to the motherland on a Women of Prayer. You'll be mad. You'll be upset. Okay? You got to plan that. All righty? Okay, back to the schedule. Then after examples, we're going to just overview everything and then open it up for questions and answers, which I'm looking forward to what you guys are going to say, because we're going to get deep. I think we're going to get deep because we always do. We always end up getting deep, even when we don't try. That's just who we are as a community. Okay. But yes, so let's get into schedule number 1, the mission. So for all the newbies here, my mission on this page is to bridge the emotional, educational, and cultural gap between us and the motherland. If you want to visit, repatriate, or do business. And today's live stream, we're going to talk about the emotions of it all. Hey, we got to talk about it, because who's really talking about the process before you even start your journey in repatriating or visiting or doing business, right? Everybody's just trying to get your money. Buy this property, buy this tour. Everyone's trying to get you to buy stuff. But what about you? See, I'm already yelling. Folks, if you're new here, when I get passionate, I yell. So I'm not yelling at you. I'm just passionate, okay? What about you? What about your mental and emotional state? We're already going there. So that is the mission of my channel, to bridge that gap. And so from what I've experienced over the last 4 years, I just came back. First of all, let's start with that. I left YouTube. Journey was crazy. Came back because you guys kept on emailing me, asking me for help. And I said, I know too much. I have too many connections now to let you guys drown. Okay. So I came back. And folks, just like Slash and Burn did, I said, what can I do to help our people, to help our community with ourselves, right? Especially emotionally, because we've been through a lot of trauma, right? Epigenetics. We know about that epigenetic. Did I say that right? Epigenetics. We have history in our DNA, folks. We have trauma. Not only do we have trauma, we have greatness in our DNA, right? But we deal with a lot of trauma. And so I said, let's talk to that. Let's talk to that, right? And so how did I do that? I made travel personality quizzes. I'm doing my best. I'm trying my best to help us, okay? Because this page is a community service page, right? We're here trying to build community. Yeah, BCB, yes. I'm here on a brand new mission. BCB has literally been one of the first people in the Small But Mighty crew. So he has seen my transformation. He has seen me from a naive little Cali girl, right, to a educated, emotionally balanced, right, woman. Because folks, when I started this, I was so naive. I didn't know the depths of evil. Right? I was so sheltered, right? I'm a PK. My parents raised me very well. I was programmed very well. I was programmed so well, I programmed myself. Okay. So I really didn't know much about life, to be honest. I'm not from the hood. Okay. I'm not from the hood. Okay. I used to be made fun of. Leslie, you talk like a white girl. What? Right? So that's how I was raised, right? I wasn't raised watching Boys in the Hood. I was raised watching Grease, right? And Matilda. Okay. So yes, Preacher's Kid, PK. So you already know I was well programmed and well groomed to think a certain way. Okay. And so I brought that naivete, rhymed. I brought that naivete to the motherland. You never heard about PK, Preacher's Kid? Yeah. Actually, it's 3 generations. My dad is a retired preacher. His dad was a preacher, which my dad pastored the same church. And then my great-grandfather was a preacher in Chicago, actually. PK. I heard he was an evil man, though. Ooh. Okay. So yes, back on track. I created a travel personality quiz. So for the people that have not visited yet, you can take your personality quiz and travel according to your personality. My cousins from the dirty South used to tell me that I talk that way too. Yeah. We get teased, folks, for enunciating our words. Whatever. Code switch, right? If you know how to code switch, you make more money. Let me tell you. People will listen to you more when you can code switch. Alrighty. Secondly, I made a Are You Repatriation Ready quiz for those that want to uproot their life and move, right? That quiz is there for you as well. And so when I came back on my new mission, I said, I'm no longer affiliated with anyone selling land, right? For those that have been part of my journey, my image was stolen, all right? My essence was trying to be copied, right? To get people to give their money to sell land. Folks, I'm not affiliated with anyone. So if you ever get an email that says, I just bought land, let's go, give your money. It's not me. It's not me. That was at the top of 2024 when all that started to happen. I was being impersonated. So yeah. So the only thing I recommend at this moment is my lawyer. That's the only thing. I'll refer you to my lawyer. I'll refer you to my connections. Like if you want to build in the DR, if you want to travel to the DR, I have connections there. If you want to travel around the world, I'll connect you there. But when it comes to land, not me. Not me. Oh, who says BCB says quiz equals reality? Yes. Folks, this is what my channel is for. To become more emotionally balanced and not in a rush. So I purposely tried my best to put a quiz together to make us realize the reality of what you're about to experience. Indeed. Okay. All right, folks, let's get to schedule number 2, which is, let's talk about the objective, what the objective is not. This stream is not about slaying religion or talking about what you believe in. Like, I'm not here to put any religion on blast or say what's right or wrong. I'm not here for that, right? That is not what the objective of this live stream is. This is the objective. So whatever your religion is, more power to you. Whatever you believe, more power to you. The objective of this live stream, ready? Exposing. See, I feel just deep saying that. Exposing when we use religion, faith, or God as a crutch to justify not doing our due diligence. Ooh! Newbies? Right? My page is for the newbies, but we have some seasoned people in the group that also contribute and want to help the community. And, we all learn things too. I learn things from you guys. You guys learn things from me. This is what a community is for. Unity through community. Leslie, how are you going to do that? How are you going to expose? Calm down. I'm going to do it, right? And you know what? And I accept the fact that by the end of this live stream, some of you guys are unsubscribed. You're going to unsubscribe today, right? And I'm okay with that, right? I'm looking for the people who are looking for me, right? Who is that? I was a person that didn't know nothing, that looked around looking for help on buying land in Ghana. I was looking on YouTube for people to show their process from inception, from the beginning, right? At the time, 2020, no one was doing it. Everyone was just showing their building process, but no one was showing literally their daily life of what it is to buy land. I'm like, what is the process? I have questions, right? No one was doing it, folks, right? And so I became the channel I wanted to see. It didn't exist, so I became it. So for the newbies that are watching, let me go over my story really quick. Really quick. Who are you, Leslie, to talk into? What do you know? I know a lot over the last 4 years. I know a lot. Okay. So my journey started in 2020. I was emotionally imbalanced, folks, and in a rush. And my first purchase was an emotional purchase. I purchased this land through land liaisons that didn't know what the hell they were doing. They didn't know, right? But guess what? Guess what the catch is? This is why I can't be mad. I can only be mad at myself because I knew what to do and I didn't do it because I was emotionally imbalanced and in a rush. And I said, oh, they said they have their paperwork. They have their stuff. I trust them. They know what they're doing. Folks, they know what the hell they're doing. They didn't know. And I didn't learn that they didn't know what they were doing until I got kicked out the group, folks, for asking too many questions and putting up YouTube videos. Oh, Slash and Burn says, no one is talking about those questions on that quiz either. When I tell you I'm not playing with you guys' lives, I'm not playing because I don't want to be played with. This is why my channel exists. Because no one's talking about the very beginning of your journey, which is your mind and your emotions. Because you already have to be a special person to want to relocate to Africa anyways, especially from America. Hello? You're already special thinking like that. But where did that specialness come from? Where's the root of that? And that's what's important. And that's what this channel is about. Okay. Where was I? Journey. Okay. So about the first land, emotionally imbalanced and in a rush. Okay. Bought the second land, beachfront property. Now, when it comes to this one, I learned. I said, let me calm my emotions down. Let me calm down. And at least let me do a lands commission search. See? At the least. And that's what I did. Now, what made this a little different? I did a lands commission search, right? I still didn't know the full due diligence process, but I did a survey and I did a lands commission search. Now, this is what I've never said on YouTube before. Even during the beachfront property, my emotions still wanted me to say, just do it, Leslie. You don't need to do the land. You don't need to do the survey. Just do it. He's good. He's legit. He said he's fine. He showed me all this paperwork. Folks, do you know I battled with myself? I battled with myself. I was such in a hurry. Ooh, another one did the survey. I mean, not the survey, the quiz. Who did it? Okay, Sylvia. I see you, Sylvia. Still, right? I battled it. So, folks, what I'm talking about, I went through. Ooh, do I want to be totally transparent? Yeah. Well, let me just expose myself, right? Hopefully you guys get breakthrough from me blasting myself. Ooh, yes. Hit that like button, folks. Thank you. Well, thank you for reminding me. I forget. Make sure everyone has hits that like, has liked the live. Folks, the goal is whoever's watching want half of the likes in the amount of people watching. So I think we got up to like 12 at one point, so we should have at least 6. How many likes do you see? I can't see it because I'm live streaming. I have a lot going on, but that's the goal, folks. When it comes to likes, we want at least half of the viewers liking the video. Thank you for that reminder, BCB. Let me put up the banner for that. Like, subscribe, and share. Okay, back to me being transparent. I battled with even doing the search the second time. I don't know why. I was so excited and emotionally balanced. I'm like, well, he's not lying, right? And you know what saved me? If you know my story, the money didn't transfer. Chase had a sanction on Ghana at that time in 2021, and my money didn't transfer. And so by the time I did the survey, got the results, and it popped up that he wasn't the owner of the land. It was my neighbor. I said, ooh, I'm glad my money didn't go through. Ooh, I never said this on live. Now you know, folks. And it took 3 weeks for my money to go through, and I had to use Edgy. You got to be on the live for me to read your comment. I can't read that until later. I have to. So I was grateful that my money didn't go through at the beginning, because even though, yes, I did a lands commission search, I did that, but I still gave my money. So when the results came back, I was so happy that Chase didn't send my money, because now I was like, oh, we got some problems here. Someone else's name is popping up on the lands commission search. That's my confession, guys. So thank goodness a sanction was placed, because that would have been a whole another story, right? And so eventually we found out the issues. The lands commission search sanction, yes, it was a sanction. Is that the right word? Yeah, I think that's the right word. And so I had to end up, eventually I called Chase. I'm like, I'm trying to get my money to Stanbeck, right? In Ghana. They're like, oh, there's some regions we don't do business with anymore. And this is in 2021. So we're in 2025. So it might be different. I think it's different now. I'm not sure. I left Chase after that. I said, I need international transactions. You remember that? Yes. Let me put my glasses on, folks, so I can read. Yes, I was trying all kinds of things for my money to go through. So eventually my auntie helped me. She had Bank of America, gave my money to her, then she transferred it. And that's how my money got from the States to Ghana. So yeah, guys, in 2021, towards the end of the year, there was a sanction. Chase had a sanction on Ghana and was not doing business with banking business with Ghana. Okay. With that said, folks, for those that want to repatriate and go back, understand that you are one bank decision away. The bank can shut all this down now, and you won't even be able to get your retirement money to you, right? Most of the people that watch my lives that are part of our subscribers, you guys are in retirement age or about to be in retirement age, right? And this bank situation, do you understand? All the bank has to do is say, oh, we're sanctioned, and you're not getting your money. And what are you going to do? Come back to the state. You will come back. You will come back. Okay. Anyways, that's a side note. But that was, why did I even bring that up? I don't remember. Someone needed it. Okay. Bank of America or PNC works. Yeah. Bank of America, they're pretty good with international transactions. Everything else, questionable. Were you guys part of that shutdown where everyone's money was just gone with Bank of America? Was it earlier this year? It was a mess. I didn't even know. I was Uber driving, and my passenger said, do you have Bank of America? I said, yeah. They're like, do you know everyone's money is at zero in their accounts? I said, what? At that next red light, I went to my Bank of America account. It said ... zero. I said, oh, I think it's time to say bye-bye to Bank of America. Oh, okay. Back on schedule. So yes, folks, what I'm talking about is what I have experienced. Okay, what's the next step on the list? I want to make sure that we are all on the same page. So let's talk spirit versus soul. Folks, you got a pen and paper? Do you have a pen and paper? Because it's about to go down real well. Okay, you said what? PNC? PNC is the only national bank without serious problems? Folks, look it. This is what I'm talking about. Unity through community. You guys are getting advice from the seasoned veterans up in here. Okay? So the newbies, that's what you can do. Wells Fargo, Wells Fargo is like probably the worst. That's a demon bank. A demon bank. I did a video on banks, right? Because I was trying to transfer my money to Ghana. So I did like a deep research, like literally a deep research. And Wells Fargo is literally the worst, like demonic. I can't even. Wells Fargo under constant investigation for fraud and customer abuse. They're demons. If you learn their origin, actually, you don't have to research. I did the research for you. There's a video that I did, which bank to use to transfer my money. That video is probably like 3 years old now. And I talk about all the big banks. It will blow your mind. BCB, did you watch that? Watch that video? I'm pretty sure you did. You've seen it. You've seen them all. Okay. Spirit versus soul. Now, I want to preface this by saying what we're about to talk about, it's not absolute truth, right? It's you take it or leave it, you believe it or not, but if it makes sense, you might want to just hop on it, okay, and apply it to your life, right? Okay, here we go. In some spiritual and religious contexts, the soul and spirit are viewed as distinct entities, with the soul encompassing the mind, will, and emotions, while the spirit is seen as the inward part that connects to the spiritual realm. Well, Leslie, I'm not religious. We did. Hello, spiritual. We're all spirits, if you believe in that. Right? I'm pretty sure all you guys have a spiritual encounter that you can put in the chat if you wanted to. Right? Something that you cannot even explain. Right? So this live stream, it doesn't matter what religion you are. We're talking about spirituality. Okay? Right? So right there is saying the soul and spirit are two different things, right? The soul is the mind, will, and emotions, and the spirit is something that's connected to the spiritual realm, right? Now, if you don't believe in the spiritual realm, you might as well just leave this live stream right now. You're going to be confused, okay? Right? But just in your mind, your soul is your mind, will, and emotions. That is not your spirit. Your mind, will, and emotion is not your spirit. Your spirit is a whole different entity, and I'm going to prove that today. I'm going to prove it. Okay? So I want us to be on the same page. Spirit and soul, two different things. Your soul is where your mind, will, and emotions are. Your spirit is seen as an inward part that connects to the spiritual realm. Two different things. Okay? Two different things. All right? Now, he said, teach. Israel. Teach. Amen. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm looking for people who are looking for me. That's it. I'm not here to save souls. I'm not here to recruit. I'm looking for people who are looking for me. So thank you for thank you for responding. It shows me that, we're connected. We are connected, okay, as brothers and sisters. Okay, let me go back. So what question for you guys? What do you believe you are? For example, I believe I'm a tri-type being, right? I have a spirit, soul, and body, right? Some people don't believe in that they're a tri-type being. Some people believe they're just one. They're just one. They're just a being. They're here to do what they want when they want. I have an example for you guys, right? So put in the chat, what do you believe you are? Do you believe you're a tri-type being? Do you believe you're just what's the tri means 3, 2 means what? A dual being, right? Maybe you just feel like you're just body and spirit, right? Do you feel that you're just body and that's it? Like what do you believe you are? And why do I ask this? Because what you believe forms your decisions. What you decide results in your actions. And your actions give you the results for your life. Oh, did you catch it? What you believe you are ultimately forms your decisions. And from your decisions, you act. And from your act, and the more acts you do, brings the results from your life. right? I believe I'm a tri-type being. Let me give you an example, right? I have a prostitute example, okay? I'm not the prostitute. Let me get that right. let's get that straight. I was an Uber driver. And folks, Leslie, why are you talking about a prostitute? Because I'm about to give you an example of what I believe, why I believe what I believe. So I was driving this prostitute to her job, okay, her next location, woman of the night. One of the best conversations I've ever had, okay? She was telling me, small talk. And I knew she was on her way to work, okay? She had no shame in it, and it was all good. And eventually when you ask somebody about their life, they're going to ask you about your life. And she was like, you know what? What about you? What do you do? What do you believe? Because we started talking about sex and stuff. And I said, oh, at that time, folks, those that don't know my story, I was practicing abstinence, right? I didn't believe in having sex until marriage. So I had the whole true love weight ceremony, the whole shebang, the whole thing, right? So I wasn't sexually active. I was still a virgin while I was Uber driving, talking to her. And so I broke that down for her. And she was like, how do you do that? I was like, well, I believe I'm a tri-type being. I see myself in 3 categories: body, soul, and spirit. So when my body acts up and it wants a certain thing, but I don't want to give it to it, I say, no, I'm not going to give in to you, body, because that's not what we're going for. I'll go ahead and lean towards the spirit more, or I'll go ahead and exercise and work out, right? To avoid that that rise, okay? And she was like, I don't see myself as a tri-type being. I see myself as just a being, and then whatever my body wants, I give it. I said, okay, you can do that. You can do that. It's your body, it's your life, right? But I said, that's why I can do what I do, because I don't see myself as a knee-jerk person. Like, if something rises in my body that something wants and I don't want to give it to it, I have the power to control that. Like, I live from my spirit. So if my body says do something, no, I control you, body. Shh, sit down. We're not going over there tonight. We're not going to be laying on our back tonight. We're not going to do it. Because I see myself as a tri-type being, and I want my spirit to always overpower my mind and my body. She didn't see it that way. She said, oh, no, I'm going to give myself what it wants when it wants. I said, hey, right? Because I said, at the end of the day, I want to be happy. She's like, at the end of the day, I want to be happy. I was like, well, then we just want to be happy. So however you see yourself is going to be the results of your life. And that's why waiting till, of course, it was my faith, my religion. Waiting to marriage is what I wanted to do. What she want to do is do whatever she wants when she wants. We both have the same goal. We both want to be happy. But because I see myself as a tri-type being, right, that wants the spirit to win, the results of my life are different. And since she sees herself as just a being that wants to satisfy herself at any moment and be happy, prostitute. You see the difference? I got to Uber drive because I'm not willing to compromise my body, right? And she is a prostitute, right? We have the same goal. We want to be happy. But what was the question? What do you believe you are? Does that make sense? I try to break it down and make sense, right? I believe I'm a tri-type being, and I want my spirit to flourish over my mind and body. So the results of my life are different. She sees herself as just a being with no difference. And whatever she wants, she gives herself. Her result, she get paid, okay? To be a night walker, okay? To be a lady of the night, right? So the whole reason I brought this up, the whole reason is to say whatever you believe ultimately forms your decisions and actions, and your actions give you results of your life. Does that make sense, folks? I try to break it down. You're over here laughing at me. I'm just trying to break it down so we're all on the same page. So if you don't have to share what you are in the chat, right? or what you believe about yourself, but know what you believe about yourself, because that's going to determine your actions, and your actions are going to determine the results of your life. Leslie, how does this relate to buying land in Ghana? Just wait, it's coming. Trust me on this journey. Okay, so this is what I encourage you to: spiritual or. Okay, can you elaborate on that? Okay, you erased it. Gotcha. Point number 1, I encourage you to see yourself as a tri-type being. Why? Ooh, that's good, BCB. See yourself as a tri-type being. So you can what? Manage yourself. And when you manage yourself, what is that? In the words of BCB, self-control. Folks, we are already starting to pop and lock in this live stream. Trust me, this will not be a waste of your time. Okay, some of you guys already got breakthrough. Hello. Okay, see yourself as a tri-type being so you can do the difference between powerful and powerless is typically self-control. So when you see yourself as a tri-type being, you can see yourself from like a panoramic view and look down, and you can do your own self-evaluation. Okay, self-control. So that's my point to you. See yourself as a tri-type being so you can manage yourself. Okay. Ooh-wee. Okay, you guys ready? Now, what I'm about to share with you, we all have different faiths in here, right? Most of the people that subscribe to my channel are either Christian, Muslim, or like African spiritualists. Backward travesty. You must have just got in because we already covered that. But thank you. You're on the same page. Okay. So yes, we all have different faiths in here. What I'm doing, we're just addressing, let me go back up to the objective of today. Make sure we're on the same page. Exposing when we use religion, faith, or God as a crutch or justify not doing our due diligence. Okay. That's the objective of this. Okay. So I know we all have different faiths right here in here. So let me break this down for you. Let me address the people that practice like Christianity or Muslim or something. Let me address them first, and then I'm going to address the people that don't believe in it. Okay. This is what I want to show to you. For the word of God is alive and powerful. It's sharper than any double-edged sword. It penetrates even dividing soul and spirit, joints and marrow. It exposes our innermost thoughts and desires. Get ready. Okay? Get ready for what's about to go down right now. So it's saying the word of God is alive and powerful. It is sharper than any double-edged sword. We need to do some cutting up in here. We need to be cut. Before you go to Ghana and buy land, cut yourself, okay? Let's see, how am I going to cut yourself? I'm about to get into it, okay? The concept, because literal, figurative, symbolic, you can take this literal, you can take this symbolically, or you can take it figuratively. Even if you don't believe in the Bible or the Word of God, you can take this example literal, symbolically, or figurative, okay? Whatever's cutting you, the double-edged sword, it penetrates even to the dividing of the soul and spirit. What's this whole life about? Spiritual, emotional. Emotions is what? Part of the what? That we talked at the beginning. The emotions is part of the soul. Literal, figuratively, and symbolically, the word, the sword, will divide your soul and spirit. Okay, joints and marrow. It exposes our innermost thoughts and desires. Leslie, how do I know if I'm buying land based on my spirit, or my soul? You guys ready for the answer? Now, let me address the people that don't believe in the Bible and scripture. Let's interchange the word of God for the due diligence process. For the due diligence process is alive and powerful. It is sharper than any double-edged sword. It penetrates and even dividing soul and spirit. Exposes our innermost thoughts and desires. What did I tell you earlier when I exposed myself, right? When I said, even when I did the Lands Commission search, I still gave my money before my results, right? That due diligence process exposed me, because I'm sitting here like, why am I battling in my mind? Leslie, do your due diligence. No, just give your money. All is well. You're the hand of God's on your life. You're favored. What? Well, folks, that's the battle between the soul and the spirit, the emotions, right? And the soul. I mean, the emotions, right? Which is part of the soul, and the spirit. Okay. And the spirit and soul is so close together and intertwined. We get confused. The difference. So some of us think we're being led by the spirit, right? You think you're being led by the spirit, buying land in Ghana, not knowing, you just don't know the difference between your soul and your spirit. You're really operating in emotions, right? And the due diligence process exposes that. Leslie, you still didn't answer the question. I'm about to answer it right now. Point number 2. If you do not do your due diligence, you are operating in your emotions. We can shut down this whole live stream right now. If you do not do your due diligence, this is the answer. This is the answer to the whole live stream right here. If you do not do your due diligence, you are operating in your emotions. That's the answer right there. How do you know if you're operating in your emotions or being led by the spirit? This is so simple. You don't even have to believe in God. You don't even have to believe in God right now. It's simple. Did you do your due diligence? Are you going to do your due diligence? If not, you're operating in your emotions, and get ready to lose all your effing money and wasting years of your time. I hope you caught that. I ain't trying to hit you, but I don't want to miss you. BCB, discernment is critical when emotions and expectations are high. And we can't even be mad. We've been through so much as a people that our decisions, we're so emotionally unbalanced and just looking for acceptance and validation, and just to get away, and we just want peace and happiness, that sometimes we avoid red flags. Sometimes we think our soul, our emotions is our spirit, and it's not. I'm here to make it plain for you today. I just made it plain right now. I just made this so plain for you guys. Come on, newbies. Point number 2, if you do not do due diligence, you are operating in your emotions. Folks, I don't want to receive emails like this anymore. I want us to grow. We talked about this last week. I have been following you for a while, and I'm sorry that I didn't listen more to you. I have paid down to a blogger who sells land in Ghana and to the diaspora. My mistake is that I did my due diligence after I already paid my money. I don't want emails like this, folks. I don't want it. Now, don't be ashamed. Send me whatever emails you want to send me. I'm going to use it as content. I'm letting you know right now, because I'm going to use it to teach us, okay? But we must grow from this. We have to grow. We can't know the truth and not do the truth, folks. We know the steps. We know the steps. And we still don't do it. I'm guilty of it. I did it with my first land purchase, right? Our sis right here that I just shared did it. A lot of us have done it. Another email I shared last week. This is all recent, okay? These are folks. If I share the emails over the last 4 years, I would have to do a whole month of like 4 weeks of live streaming just to go through them. Okay. Another one gave his money before doing a lands commission search. He gave his money. After he did it, then he found out that cost didn't really own. They owned a fraction, but the bigger portion is from other owners. Then he says, "It seems I may have lost the land." Yeah, you lost it. Yeah, you lost it. Okay, because if you did the lands commission search before you gave your money, you would have saw that cost didn't own the majority of the land, and you wouldn't have given your money. But why? If you do not do your due diligence, you are operating in your emotion. Is this not clear? Is this not clear? Whether you believe in God or not, whether you believe in the Most High, the universe, the sun, the earth, the moon, African spirituality, whatever it is, do you see how it doesn't matter what you believe? If you don't do your due diligence, you're operating in your emotions, right? Because some people are like, especially from last week, and I said, when I told you guys I was going to do this, I know some of you guys were like, Leslie, how are you going to do this? This is a touchy subject. I don't know if you want to offend some people. I said, no, I'm not going to offend the right people. There's people that are going to be offended, but the right people will not be offended because they understand. What do you understand? I have it down here. They understand business is an earthly concept. It's a concept that you need to live on earth. Do not be so heavenly minded. Hey, ATM, thank you so much. Stream sponsor. Hey, gotta show them some love. ATM, thank you so much for being the stream sponsor. I gotta put you in the banner. I gotta show love because I am grateful. Folks, I don't take your money lightly. I do not. You don't have to, you don't have to do this, but you do. Thank you. All right. And so since, can you see it? There we go. Thank you so much. ATM is the stream sponsor so far. And I say, whoever gives the biggest donation is the stream sponsor. And I appreciate you, ATM. He has a page as well. Follow his page. Look it. He didn't even put a comment. He didn't even self-advertise. He just gave for the love of the community. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you, ATM. Look it, no comment, no advertisement, just the love of the community. Thank you, thank you. Okay, what does BCB say? And people, you need to be honestly start learning what the real value of these lands are. $5,000 as a down payment is crazy unless it's super premium like beach or pre-service roll. Ooh, we gotta post this. Post this. Unless it's super premium like beach or pre-service rolled already in on a hill. This is solid advice, Mr. BCB. He's part of the community. He has bought land in Ghana. He knows what he's saying. Can't wait to interview you, brother. Now this interview is going to be the bomb. It's going to be the bomb and exclusive. Okay. But definitely thank you, ATM. You are the stream sponsor. And folks, whenever you give me a Cash App, a super chat or super thanks, it is going to, are you guys ready? This is where your money is going to. Oh, he says, you're welcome. I wanted to comment, but my super chat message be tripping. Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. This is where, whenever you give me a super chat, you cash at me, this is where it's going. It is going to, you guys ready? My RODECaster. It's going to my RODECaster, guys. Look it. Oh, let me get the banner out the way. Ooh. I am using the donations for my RODECaster. Folks, I'm going to take this live stream to the next level. It's going to be next level. And this is going to take me. Woo, we just got a Cash App. Come on, Sheila Baker, ICE. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now I got to add you to the banner too, Sheila. Sheila Baker. Let me add you to the banner. Folks, I appreciate you guys. Because you guys, you're blessing me. You're blessing. Oh, that's you. Slash and Burn Fitness. You are one of the stream sponsors. Let me put you in the banner. ATM and slash. What do you want me to put? Sheila or Slash and Burn? What do you want? I'm gonna have to go with Sheila because it's shorter, okay? Or do you have a YouTube page? Should I put Slash and Burn so they can? Let me put Slash and Burn. Let me not be lazy. Oh, Sheila, okay. Girl, let me do what you say, girl. Let me do what you say. Okay. Thank you, Sheila and ATM for being the stream sponsor. So, folks, every time you donate, it's going to my RODECaster soundboard. I'm so excited. We're gonna be doing things. This is just to give you a visual. This is what I'm gonna look like. Okay, I'm gonna look like this. This is the goal, folks. I'm gonna have a whole setup. But and you know what? I'm going to have, like, for all you guys that might be into music, if you want to send me music, I'll be able to play that during the live stream to advertise. I'm trying to think of what can we do as a community to uplift each other and, take advantage of our time, make sure these live streams are, entertaining yet educational and just worth our time. Okay. And so, yes, I will be looking like this, right? You guys won't see all of it, but that board right there that's it, right? So whenever you donate, it's going to this. And folks, guess what? Guess where we're at already? So what I did, I created an account just for your super chats and your cash apps. Guess where we're at? Let me show you. We're at 117.20. We're at 117.20. Oh, here we go again. Thank you, BCB. Thank you, BCB. Folks, that's $30. So add $30 to this. Thank you, BCB, for this. What is this? Super thanks? Is it super thanks or is Cash App? Yes. Thank you for the. See, now I gotta add you to the banner. Let me add BCB to the banner. You guys are blessing me. And once again, it goes to the stream sponsor. Goes to the highest donator, BCB. Folks, we got 3 people. We got 3 people on the board. Okay. Thank you so much, BCB. He has a channel as well. Him and his wife have a couples channel. So get on that. But this is what I wanted to share. Okay. This is the balance so far. But you can add $30 to it. We are at, 117.20 plus 30. Now, folks, this is what the deal is. It's called Wealthfront. There's a link. I believe in transparency. So if you guys give me money, I'm going to show you where the money is going. Okay. So I created an account just for that, Wealthfront. There's a link in the description box. If you open your own account, right, you'll get 4.5 in APY, right? Folks, what are banks giving on your checking, your savings account? What interest are they giving you? Put in the chat. There's only one number. What are the banks giving you on your savings account? I know somebody knows it. Someone has to know, right? What's the number? What interest are they giving you in regular banks? What interest are they giving you in your accounts? Right? Let me tell you this, it's not 4.5. Right? There we go. 0.01. 0.01. It's not even a full percentage, guys. It's not even a full percentage. If you use my link in the description box, you'll get 4.5%. Folks, I'm even trying to get interest on your trying to get interest on the money you give me, okay? It's going to my soundboard. The link is in the description if you want to get 4.5 on your money, right? But folks, I'm trying to get interest on the money that you give me, okay? For the soundboard, right? Because banks ain't doing nothing. And they will never do it. They will never do it. Okay. Thank you for all my stream sponsors. I got to show love. Leslie, get back to what you're talking about. People I had 3 people just bless me. Don't rush me. You hear me? Thank you, ATM, Sheila, and BCB for being the stream sponsors. There we go. See, now we just crossed over into finance. You need money market, high yield, or CDs. And so Wealthfront, the money that you guys are giving me is going to a high yield savings account. And we have $117 in it already. Okay. So yes, I will be transparent in this situation. Or I don't mind hand-me-downs. If you want to just if you have one, you can go ahead and just hand it down to me and I'll take it. Or if you just want to buy it, the link's in the description box as well. Yeah, banks are not giving you nothing. It's a joke, to be honest. It's a joke. Okay, back to the schedule. I had to show the love to my people that give me Snapchats and Cash Apps. Okay, where was I? Pick up where I left off. Let's pick up at point number 2. No, this is what I want to pick up. Okay. For the due diligence process is alive and powerful. It is sharper than any double-edged sword. It penetrates even to dividing the soul and spirit. It exposes our innermost thoughts and desires. Test time. Okay. Doing the due diligence process cuts you, right? It cuts you as well. Okay. Who else is it cutting? Who else does the due diligence process expose? Ooh, we are talking today. Not only does the due diligence process expose you, right? It shows if you're being emotionally imbalanced or you're being led by your spirit, okay? Okay, the enemy. Okay, who's the enemy? Who's the enemy? BCB says the enemy. There's a certain enemy. Who's the enemy? When you do your due diligence process, it exposes the person that's about to steal your money. There we go. Slash and burn. You got it. It exposes the scammers as well. It exposes the other people. It exposes the scammers. It exposes the chief that's about to steal your money. It exposes the estate companies that are about to steal your money. It exposes that certain family that's about to steal your money, right? Everybody's getting cut. The due diligence process not only cuts you, it cuts the person that's selling you the land as well. Are we not talking? Land transaction is war. The due diligence process cuts everybody that's part of the transaction. Right? Take no prisoners. Take no prisoners. Folks, let's stop lying to ourselves. Right? The chief that they say is dead, but he's alive. Ooh, slash, I don't understand. Is that a joke? I'm sorry. I missed it. Anybody else understand? Sorry. What? The due diligence process cuts you and it cuts the person selling you the land. Everybody gets exposed. Expose everybody. Who has ever said this on a live stream or in a video? Who? I don't know who, folks. If you're new here, you have found your home. Folks, I'm only for the beginning of your process. After this, you got to find another YouTuber. But the beginning, the emotional state, right? The mental state before you give your money, this is the one and only place. I mean, I don't know where else you can go to get this, right? Point number 2. If you do not do your due diligence, you are operating in your emotions. What? Leslie, elaborate. I sure will. What's an example? I trust God will take care of it. I don't need to do my due diligence. God will take care of me. 2 years later, your money's gone. You done uprooted your life. I'm not making this up. These are people that I've talked to. You've uprooted your life because you thought God was going to take care of you. Slash, you're speaking now. Slash says, God's giving you knowledge. He's giving you knowledge, right? Knowledge to do what? Do your due diligence. God's going to take care of it. He's giving it to you. He's giving you knowledge. He's giving you the power to what? Do your due diligence. And if you don't, and you regret and you lose your money, whose fault is that? Is it God's fault? Did God not take care of you? We are talking. So if that's your stance, you don't do your due diligence because God's going to take care of you. Is that spiritual or is that emotionalism? Right? Because for you to not do your due diligence and say, and just transfer the responsibility on God, that's emotionalism. You don't want to put in the work. And since you don't want to put in the work, all that work you did for that money is gone. Okay. What's another example? This is the one. Oh, this is a good one. I'm favored. I'm favored by the Most High God. Okay. The hand of God is on my life. I don't need to do due diligence. I'm just going to give this money to these people and everything will be taken care of. I'm favored. I'm black. Highly favored. 2 years later, what happens? Your money's gone. Is that spiritualism or is that emotionalism? BCB. That's a good one. What's this? Pop, no, pop, the way it out to leave. What? And then BCB. Favor. This is so good. Favor has to be used. Favor has to be used, right? She doesn't. Slash is not even saying it's emotionalism. It's dumbfounded. You're dumb. You're a dummy. Okay. What's another example? Oh, here's another one. These are my brothers and my sisters. I'm coming back home. Okay. Oh, it was a mistake. These are our brothers and our sisters. They have been waiting for us to return. They love us. They miss us. They are calling us back. I trust them. I trust them. I don't need to do my due diligence. Why would our brothers and our sisters steal our money? Why would they do that? Folks, spiritual or is it emotional? Warfare. See? The enemy just jumped in your phone, BCB, and typing on your behalf. Warfare. But for real, there's a level of warfare on what I'm talking about. Okay, guys? To not do your due diligence because you believe they see you as one of them. No. That's emotionalism. There's nothing spiritual about that. Like, at all. There's nothing spiritual about you not doing your due diligence because you think they're your brothers and your sisters. There's no spirituality behind not doing your due diligence because you are favored by God. There is no justification to not do your due diligence because the hand of God is on your life. What? You trust God will take care of it. So you don't do your due diligence? That doesn't even make sense, guys. It doesn't make sense. You're going to send your money without even going. Some of you guys haven't even been to the Motherland and sent thousands of dollars. You guys about to be mad at me. Laziness. You're going to send your money to a place you've never been. And then when your money gets stolen, you're mad. Right? You send it because you trust in God. What? Folks, you can't be so heavenly bound that you're no earthly good. Business is an earthly concept. Okay? When you do business, emotionalism has to be gone. It has to be gone. Because sending your money without doing your due diligence, that's emotionalism. Sending your money because you trust God, that's emotionalism. Sending your money and not doing your due diligence because you have the favor of God in your hand. Do you understand? It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant, right? Baby T says, looking for the easy route. Ooh, BCB, your dream may be someone else's opportunity, right? That's ignorant. One thing that I won't allow is for anyone to come up in my space and use laziness and ignorance and cover it up with the favor of God. There's no way. Right? Ooh, this is a good question. He says, hey, Leslie, just curious, why didn't you buy land in the U.S.? Such places like Arizona or Nevada, land is pretty cheap out there. Folks, I wanted to get out of the States completely. I wanted to return to the motherland. Right? I was like, I'm leaving the States. We're owed reparations. They're not going to give us our money. They're not going to give what's due to us. I don't want to contribute. Here's the answer to your question, Aaron. I don't want to contribute to this country anymore. That is why I didn't go to anywhere else. I went straight to the motherland, right? Because first of all, I was naive. And then I didn't want to contribute to the United States of America, right? But then I soon learned that my ass needs to stay up in America. I need to stay here. I'm safe here. Okay? Stop daydreaming. It's not that hard to travel. Ooh, BCB. I almost bought some New Mexico land. Even those prices are going up drastically right now. Oh, yes. Folks, land, there's no land that's being created right now. Especially, definitely based on, what's the word? What's it called? An environment and, oh my God. We're trying to go green. We're trying to go natural. I forgot what, anyways. Land is there's no extra land being made. Okay, period. So you snatch the land up, but you better do your due diligence. Ecology, no. They're trying to stop coal. They're trying to stop, us using oil because, I'm drawing a blank. Sorry, guys. I'm going to move away from that point because I don't even. Global warming. There you go. Global warming is what I've been trying to say. Okay. Because of global warming, folks. We got water receding. Maybe I need to not talk about this because the terms are just not coming out of my mouth. Okay. Global warming is changing the game. Okay. So, yes. Point number 3. Business is an earthly concept. It's a concept that we have to operate here on earth. Okay. Do not be so heavenly minded that you are no earthly good. Folks, that was my last point. Okay. Let's overview real quick before we open it to questions and answers. Okay. Once again, thank you to the Cash App crew. Big thanks to the stream sponsors, ATM, Sheila, and BCB. I appreciate you. It's going into that high yield savings account, Wealthfront. Link in the description box if you want to hop on that 4.5%. Okay, overview. Let's just go over the top points. We talked about, this was a lot. Okay, and yeah, I think we can handle it. We've showed we did well. We're doing good. Okay. The objective. I want to make sure I handled the objective, guys. Exposing when you use religion, faith, or God as a crutch to justify not doing your due diligence process. Did I expose it? Right? Folks, do you know if you're operating in spirituality or in your emotions? How do you know? It's so simple. How do you know when it comes to buying land if you're operating in your emotions or if you're operating by the Spirit? I told you the answer, right? The answer is, okay, if you do not do your due diligence, you are operating in your emotions. That's how you know. If you are buying land in Ghana or in the Motherland and you do not do your due diligence, you're operating in your emotions. Yep. Use the due diligence process. Use it. That's what's going to tell you if you're using your emotions or are you being led. Okay. What else? What was point number 1? Point number 1 was, see yourself as a tri-type being, because that will lead you to self-control. Okay. Because I was thinking, like, how did I even get here? So what did I do? I laid myself out, right? I said, okay, I'm a soul, I'm a body, I'm a spirit. Where did I go wrong? I said, my soul, I went wrong in my soul. I was emotionally imbalanced and in a rush. How can I help other people to see this about themselves? That's when I create the quizzes. That's why I came back to YouTube. That's why I started writing ebooks. Okay, because I've seen myself as a tri-type being since 15 years old, right? Which allows me to basically look at my life at a panoramic view and see, where did I go wrong? Right? Folks, this is psychology 101. This is how you judge you, right? Judge yourself so no one else will judge you. Okay. And when I saw, I was emotionally imbalanced and in a rush, I had a little soul issue there. See yourself as a tri-type being so you can evaluate yourself, which will increase your self-control. Because if you don't control yourself, your money is going to be taken from you. It's not going to be taken from you. You're going to give it. No one's going to have to steal anything from you. You're just going to say, here's my money. right? Here's my money because I don't know how to control myself and my emotions. Take my money. It's yours. Ooh, that cut. I know that did. Okay. Right? Because this is I'm gonna show you this. This is something I want to see. This he texts this someone from the Small Bonnet crew who I'm trying to interview. Hopefully I can interview him. This blessed me. He sent me this yesterday. Ooh, that's the wrong one. Big Brother Everett. Let me take down the banner. I agree with being sober emotionally. I ran into a situation just being emotional about being on the mother continent. But my fault, my bad. So he takes responsibility. I've got some good people around me now, as well as an attorney, thanks to your book. This is what I want to see, folks. This is what I want to see. Now, this is breakthrough. He says, I understand I was emotionally imbalanced. I take responsibility. And now I have the right people around me. Thank you for your book. That's what I want our community to do. Because a lot of us, we've been together for a while, for like 4 years. Okay. And you guys been with me as I grew, right? You guys going through your own stuff. And so as I learned more, I started doing ebooks and videos and everything. And now most of us, you're either, you got scammed and you're done, or you're still going forth and you're still pressing and you're taking what we have shared together as a community, as a small but mighty crew, and you're implementing it. BCB says, when we are not controlling ourselves, by definition, someone else is in control. Oh, that's your neighbor? Neighbor in Ghana? Because he just released a video yesterday. He's renting in Ghana, folks. I want to get his story and I want to put it on either live stream or do a video, an interview with him. But yes, folks, this blessed me. Okay. Is he your neighbor in Ghana, ATM? He took what he learned and he's implementing it. Right? And he has a YouTube channel. Follow it. Oh, your neighbor in Ghana. Nice. I love, folks, unity through community. Unity. This is what I'm talking about. You see how we're all coming together? I'm only here for the people that are here for me. This is an attraction thing. I don't have to go out and press, follow me, subscribe, do me. No. This is all going to happen naturally. All of us are just naturally connected. We are going to find each other. Law of attraction. Okay. All right, folks. Did I go over point 3? Point number 1, see yourself in categories. I see myself as a tri-type being so I can self-evaluate myself. Point number 2, if you do not do your due diligence, you are operating in your emotions. Point number 3, business is an earthly concept you need to operate here on earth. Do not be so heavenly minded that you are no earthly good. Do your due diligence, period. We ain't even got to be deep. We don't have to be deep. You have to be tuned into the Most High. No! Do your due diligence, right? Because people that are tuned into the Most High and don't do their due diligence, their money's getting stolen. Actually, they're just giving their money away. It's not even being stolen. They're just giving it away. Okay? I know I made some of you guys mad because, religion and God, we're so sensitive in our community. It's like, don't you dare talk about my God. Don't you dare talk about my Jesus. Calm the hell down. We're talking earthly concepts here. So our senior citizens won't sell all they have and move to Ghana and lose all they have. How do you know, Leslie? Because I get the emails. I get the calls, guys. There's a lot of regret going on because of being emotionally imbalanced. Ooh, is this too heavy? Is this too heavy? Okay, question and answers. We're about to close it out. Want to finish with a question and answers? Folks, put it in the chat. Once again, big thanks. Thank you to my stream sponsors, ATM, Sheila, and BCB is going to my soundboard. What part of the country has water 24/7 and lights 24/7? The States? And even when they turn off lights and water, we get a letter. We get notifications. Okay. What part of the country has water 24/7 and lights 24/7? You mean like in Ghana? I'll give you a story on this. Oh, you guys just talking amongst each other? Okay. From what I know, and this is what I know and what I've experienced from myself. When I had an Airbnb in Nima, and I don't stay in Ghana. If they don't have a generator, I don't stay there, like, period. I do not stay there. And this one Airbnb didn't have a generator, but, you know, as I was talking to the owner, I said, well, you don't have a generator, so that's one of the reasons I don't want to stay there. He said, we are close to where the president lives. It really doesn't go, the chances of it going down is very slim. The closer you stay to where the president lives, the higher chances. Most likely your water and your lights will not be turned off. I stayed there, 2 weeks? We never had a water issue, never had a light issue. Basically, wherever you stay, the closer you are to high-ranking government officials, okay, most likely your water won't get cut off and your lights won't get cut off. Anybody else have any contribution to that? Because that's all I know from my own experience. That's what the Airbnb host told me, and I had no issues. Quick question. Once I buy the land and build on the land and I have all the paperwork, can I sell it? You sure can. Folks, there's people that sell the land that from the community I was part of with cost. They didn't even want to deal with the cost anymore. And they found someone to buy the land with all the issues. See, the Ghanaians know about this way of doing business. So if you find, especially if you find a Ghanaian that understands that this is just the way it is in Ghana, right? They'll buy your land without even you having the right paperwork. And then they'll just deal with litigation or whatever later. Because, folks, part of the culture, this is what Iyoko told me. They're like, Leslie, what you're doing, no one does because no one has the time to do it. Well, they do. They just get the land, right? Pay whoever. They build on it. When people come and say, this is my land, litigation starts. You either go through litigation or you just make side deals and they get their monthly or yearly pay. That's the Ghanaian way. That's what Iyoko told me. They're like, that's what we do. Instead of going to litigation, right? We just make side deals and pay them money monthly or annually or whatever. And I said, so Aaron, if you do everything in order, of course you can sell it, right? Me, I want to get everything in order before I sell it, right? Well, now, you know, the first land is a scam, so I can't sell it. Technically, I could sell it, but that's not my style, right? And so, Aaron, if you are a foreigner and your leasehold is, let's say you have, 50 years, you've lived there and had your land and everything built for 5 years, whoever you sell the land to have to be willing to take 45 years. They'll just inherit the rest of your contract. Like the beachfront land, the owner has 99 years. I think it's like 84 years left. So I came in, I have 75 years, and that's still within his 99-year leasehold with the chief. Does that make sense? Okay. BCB, to answer, point you to the area. So that area I stayed in was Nima. BCB said you can only guarantee that with your own setup. You need solar with battery, generator, and your own water system. What's your own water system, guys? Borehole. Borehole is your own water system. How do you get your own solar and battery? Solar and battery, right? Generator or solar panels. Okay. That's the answer to your question, Sheila. If you want 24/7 water and lights, you need a borehole and you need solar panels or a generator. Good question, actually. Thank you, BCB, on the contribution to that. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Ooh. These places near the airport and embassies right now, you can pay 200 grand just for a plot. Just for a plot. Leslie, would you recommend any contractors in Ghana? Hell no. Next question. Oh, big polytech. Folks, I'm not getting involved at all. Right? So my whole thing is, if I haven't experienced it myself, I believe in leading from the front. If I have not experienced it myself, I do not stamp my approval on anyone. And the only thing I've experienced with minimal issues is my lawyer, my due diligence lawyer. I will refer you to my due diligence lawyer. Besides that, I refer no one else. Nope. Big poly tank too. Got your reservoir. Okay, folks. Any other questions? Because that's it. How do you know if you're being emotional when buying land in Ghana? How do you know? And then we'll end on this note. Unless you have another question. So the whole objective of this live stream, yep, due diligence. You do your due diligence. You are not acting according to your emotions, right? You're acting maturely, right? You're acting with wisdom, okay? And it's not an emotional purchase if you do your due diligence. No problem, no problem. Sis, if you were never scammed and everything went according to plan, where do you think you'll be right now? Oh, I will be starting on my second development. Folks, I had a 3-phase layout, okay? I designed it I went to school. I'm a design architect. Okay? So that's what I went to school for. That's what I got my first degree in, okay? I developed a whole 3-phase project. First, phase 1 and 2, I have the renderings for it. I have the cost estimate for it. I have the designs for it. I have the blueprint, everything, right? I partnered with a Ghanaian architectural firm in Ghana. Everything was already done. I've been waiting for my paperwork for what? 4 years now? Architectural designs was done. The developers, I already chose my developers. Everything was done. I would probably be on the second phase of my 3-phase real estate development project, period. I had the numbers. I was just waiting for my deeds so I can pitch to raise money to build. Folks, I'm not even past step 1, and it's been over 4 years. And that's just trying to get my deed to get my land certificate to the land. Because what I was not going to do is be a fool and mess up my credibility with the people, with the millionaires I know, right? Folks, I'm connected to some people with some money, okay? But I was going to do everything in my power to make sure the foundation was laid before I went to them. Some of them already knew. Like, I talked to them throughout the process. They're like, if you don't have your deed, there's no point to even present to us. I said, okay, done deal. Got it. Understand. So what did I do? I just waited. And guess what I'm doing? I'm still waiting. May you have your attorney information. Yes. Is the link in the description box? I don't think the link is in the description box for my attorney. You sure can. Email me, because I don't think the link is in the description box. Spiritual falls under emotion. It's either emotion or logic or a combination of the two. Ooh, that's not what we discussed. So we discussed earlier that emotion falls under soul, emotions, will, and the mind. But hey, you don't have to agree. Okay, what's this? So about the quiz, is that the way it is over there? 100%. Quiz is real. BCB took it. A lot of people have taken it already. That's the way it is, Sheila. And I was shocked. So now that you know that's the way it is, when you go there, you'll be already emotionally prepared and you'll be in expectation. So when or if it happens, you'll be like, oh, I already know about this. I'm not going to let this ruin my vacation because I already know. Not only that, I prepared for it. Oh, doomsore, electricity is going out. No problem. I already got an Airbnb that has a generator or solar panels. Okay. You see? And that just changes your whole trip, because doomsore could have totally ruined your whole trip if it's your first time to the motherland. Right? Yep. But trust me when I say it's a push and pull. You lose some conveniences, but you gain so much. Yeah. And I think that's why I'm like, after my first time to Ghana, I said, I'm never coming back. Folks, I went back 6 times. That's that push and pull BCB is talking about. Right? There's some conveniences you lose, but then there's some gains. Like, I never was able to pay someone to cook and clean for me and drive me around. What? I can't do that here. I'm the one driving myself around and cooking and cleaning it. But over there, I can. Right? But I don't feel safe. So I'm like, well, I'd rather feel safe and cook and clean out for my own self. Right? I'll stay in the States. Soul and spirit. I'm science-based, so it's hard for me to relate, but have at it. Oh, we've been having at it for an hour and a half now. Oh. Okay, peace, enjoyment, culture, kind people mostly, community, fresh air, clean food. Folks, clean food. That's one thing I do miss about Ghana. Clean food. Folks, the second night I came back, early March of no. I was vegan for 5 years, and I started eating regular food because, I was going through a lot, depression, anxiety, all that stuff. And I said, forget it. I'm eating what I want. Within 7 months, fibroids, cysts, right? I'm being a little bit too descriptive, but I bled for 41 days. I said, all because I changed my diet. They are killing us here in the States. I said, all I did was eat the meat. I didn't do dairy. I'm not a dairy person. I just introduced meat back into my life, and then my whole uterus gets attacked. I said, oh, this is an attack on our reproductive system. Folks, 7 months, fibroids and cysts. I said, this is crazy. But I'd rather stay here. So I just went back to being a vegan. Because I'm not going to go to Ghana just for the food. I'll just pay the price here and just go back. So now I went back to veganism December of last year, because that's 7 months. I said, if this is just what happens to my body in 7 months, imagine in a year, 2 years, 5 years. Hell, I'll have some disease, about to die. Okay, so yes, it's a push and pull, some conveniences, some inconveniences. But low-key, truth serum, I actually want to know your perspective on this, because I've always saw myself as a tri-type being, that my soul is made up of my emotions, mind, and will. But you're saying this, I don't even know what you're saying, to be honest. Can you elaborate on when you say science-based, what do you mean? Like, what is the soul? What is the spirit to you? because that sounds like an interesting thing to talk about. BCB, you got to be able to cut through the BS, and then it's all gravy. I totally agree, right? But now I'd rather cut through the BS in the States, and now it's all gravy for me here. If I'm gonna cut through some BS, I'm gonna cut through the BS here in the States. And I understand we're in a different time. Like, I understand that most of the people that watch my channel, you guys are, you experienced a different America than I have experienced. Okay, and I totally understand that. I'll never overlook that. So what you guys have been through compared to what I have been through, it doesn't even compare. You guys have been through a lot in the States with this white supremacy and stuff. But my America is different from your America. I must say that. All right. And they're like, Leslie, oh, how can you be? They're killing us in the street. I've never seen it. Right? I haven't seen danger until I went to Ghana, to be honest. Okay. I just gotta be honest. Your United States is different from my United States. Israel, we love you, sis. May the Most High bless you with a better opportunity soon. I'm already in my better opportunity. I'm already blessed with it, right? Because I realized I am the blessing. There's not blessings coming my way. I am the blessing. It's me. It's funny because we're talking, I forgot who I was talking to about, Black women, you guys are trendy. Whenever someone either respects us or disrespects us, they go viral. I'm like, because we're not trendy. We are the trend. I'm not waiting for blessing. I am the blessed. You see the difference in that? Ooh. But thank you, Israel, for speaking life over my life. I appreciate it. And I'm already in my better opportunity. What is that? I am so free. I am free of this chasing, this rat race, this we gotta get out. Like, I can go anywhere, anytime. I can go and buy land again. I can do whatever I want because I'm the blessed. My hands are blessed. I'm in it. I am it. Okay. Okay, 5 pounds. Oh, see, I couldn't do that. People spend a lot of time with religion, astrology, spirit, etc., while ignoring the brain. Brain mind, are you talking about the actual function of the brain or the mind of man, like the mind? Because I believe the mind is under the soul category. Yeah, this will have to be a live stream in itself. It's probably better to have this conversation in person. Okay. So yes, to elaborate on my whole yelling I just did. I'm in it. Oh, gosh. Okay, that makes more sense. So you believe soul is something made up. And you know what I can't argue against that. Folks, none of us know nothing, really. It's just theories, ideology, all this stuff add up and we choose to believe it. Well, I choose to believe I'm a tri-type being. Like, I'm believing that. Our bodies and brains are real. Yeah, I believe I'm a tri-type being, and it has been doing me well. I believe the soul is the emotions, will, and mind. It has done me well in my self-evaluation. Okay. Thank you for sharing, Truth Serum. We love all different types of perspective. Thank you, BCB. Be sure to like the live, fam. Folks, like and subscribe. This is good stuff. This is some, folks, we did everything in we did a whole bunch of streams and a whole bunch of information in one live. Right, BCP? It's been another great one, folks. Thank you for hanging with me. I'm done, folks. I said everything I wanted to say. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Once again, thank you for the Cash App crew. I appreciate ATM, Sheila, and BCB for your donations. Folks, the soundboard is on its way. It is on its way. Okay, what can I do? What's left? Like, share, subscribe. Folks, when you like and share, it pushes me out to the www, the World Wide Web, right? And more people will find out who I am. Folks, I don't put money behind promoting my channel. Eventually I will, but it's not worth it as of yet, okay? I think when I come out with my courses, then I'll start putting money behind my channel to promote myself. But until then, you hitting the like button is my promotion, right? That's how my page you liking, sharing, and commenting. That's how my page gets promoted. So I appreciate you guys for hitting that like button. And last but not least, visit vision-reality.com. You can contact me directly through there. You can visit my store. You can set up a consultation. Find out my connections that I have all around the world. And what else? That's it, folks. That is it. Your phone's at 2%. So, yes, you made it all the way to the end of the line. Slash and burn, Sheila, I appreciate you. You're at 2%. So, hey, I'm at 2%. I'm at 2 minutes left. I'm at 2 seconds left. Okay. All right, guys. I appreciate you. I love you. Once again, thank you to the stream sponsors. I cannot thank you enough. That soundboard is on its way. Folks, whenever you donate to me, it's going to my soundboard so I can make my live streams even better. Okay? If that's it, we are done. I will see you guys next week. Live your best life. Bye-bye.
Now available, ebooks and e-workbooks to mentally and emotionally prepare you to visit, repatriate, or buy land in the Motherland. And the authentic handmade kente cloth I got from Kumasi, Ghana is now a home decor line made by yours truly. Get a piece of the Motherland until you can visit yourself. Click the link in the description box to visit my store.